Hi, this is Phoebe from MiddieBuzz.com. I'm coming to you at Music House located on 91 North Street in Middletown, New York. And this is our DJ series. This month in October is something special for me because we're actually interviewing female DJs. And I'm happy to have here DJ Lady Verse. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. I would like to know, how did you start off as a DJ?
Well, I started off as a party motivator, which basically I worked with a DJ. I took song requests, I danced with the old folks and the little kids, and you're basically the DJ's bitch. You know, whatever he needs you to do, that's what you gotta do.
Right.
And then, I was on a dance team, and, everyone everything kind of started pointing towards that I needed to be DJing, and it just kind of worked out. I don't know.
So, now I think you work with vinyl, correct?
Well, it's MP3s, but it's a vinyl format, right? So you're controlling with the vinyl. It's kind of the best of both worlds. I don't have to carry the crates, but I still get that authentic feel of the vinyl.
And what kind of genre do you kind of favor the most? I mean, most likely you play all, but what is like the one that you kind of enjoy DJing the most?
I think I've always leaned towards like the classic 90s hip hop. It's just, I don't know, it brings out a good feel in the party. Like everyone, it's something that people like, they enjoy. I have a lot of fun with it. Everyone knows the words. It's fun. It's party music. But yeah, like you said, everything. Top 40 house,
right.
80s. We gotta.
So, how was it when you got your first DJ gig? Like, do you remember your first night?
Yeah, I remember my first night. I actually, after all of these things were happening, I was working with a DJ and.
Right.
They were trying to get me to start up, and a club had called, and they were friends. I was friends with the manager, and he needed a DJ for the night. And he was like, "You have a lot of music in your car. Why don't you come up and just spin tonight?" And I was like, "You're kidding, right?" And he was like, "No, it's a Thursday. It's quiet. Like, we'll break in easy."
Right.
So I went up there, and they showed me the ropes and what buttons to push, and that was my first night. I totally had no clue what I was doing.
How long ago was that? How long ago was that?
That was almost 10 years ago. This winter will be my 10-year anniversary DJing.
Wow.
So I wasn't technically supposed to be in the bars when I started working, but it was all good.
Now, you've been doing this for quite some time, so that means it's a possibility you ran into some obstacles that normally guy DJs don't run across.
I think so. I mean, I think most people see it as a benefit, being a female, that you're sexy, it helps promote the parties, things like that. But at the same time, I think on the business end of things, you're dealing with mostly men. And sometimes they try to pull one over on you, and especially when I've been doing this as long as I have, and even before I was a DJ, I kind of understood the club business. I had dabbled in it a little bit, and they do try to get over on you sometimes, but you just kind of have to stand your ground and try not to be a bitch. It's like instantly it's like either you're the nice girl or you're a bitch, and it's like sometimes you can be in between. Like you have to stand your ground, but
that must be kind of rough sometimes.
It is, but it comes more naturally now. And like as I've learned more, it's sometimes you have just like someone who's real salty, and you just have to learn how to deal with that and keep smiling, and
right.
You work through it.
Do you remember your one gig that it was like the most memorable to you?
I think there's so many great nights, and like of course I remember like best nights, the busiest nights, but I think the night that stands out for me the most was the first gig I got in Manhattan.
Nice.
And it was totally dead. The party sucked, but like I remember calling my mom, like they had gotten me a hotel room for the night and paid for my food and my gas, and I remember calling my mom on the way back, and I was like, "Oh my god, I did my first gig in the city!" Like I was beyond excited. I didn't care that the party was awful, but it was.
But that's okay.
I remember that moment. Yes, no, they treated me like they paid me. Everything was great, but the party wasn't that good.
Yeah, I got a question. Are you a resident DJ anywhere, or are you a mobile DJ?
Right now, I mean, I do a little bit of a residency at this place, Havana Club in Woodstock, but it's kind of, it's on again, off again. I try to keep in different venues because otherwise it gets a little bit stale.
Right.
Although it's nice to have a residency because it does keep you on your toes. You have to keep your set list fresh because you have the same people coming. So it's definitely good to have my residency, but at the same time I like to take a break every now and then to go into other venues and explore other options.
Now, I also know that you are a singer too.
I am.
So how's that? Now, how are you able to balance that and DJing and doing what you're doing?
Well, they kind of work well together because before I was a DJ, I used to have a band and I did the whole singer-songwriter thing, and it's really difficult to keep a band together and to keep people organized. But as a DJ, I can go in the lab, I can write a bunch of tracks, and then on my own band, I just hit play, and everything's right there. So I'm actually right now, I'm in the process of recording an album, which is like long time coming, but it's finally happening. I have like 10 tracks, and
that's good. That's an album. That's a full album.
Yeah, so hopefully something coming out in the new year. Not putting any deadlines yet, but I'm hoping sometime in the new year.
Then you're gonna have to let me know once that's ready, because I would love to showcase you.
Cool, very cool. Yeah.
So I want to thank you for coming out and letting us know a little bit about what you're doing. And they can find you at Havana.
At Havana Club for the month of October.
Okay.
And then after that, you can go on my website. It's djladyverse.com or facebook.com/ladyverse. And I have all of my dates there, and you can RSVP, you can interact with me. I actually do check my own Facebook, so you can say hey.
There she does. So again, I want to thank you for coming out. And again, if you want to find out information on Ladyverse, you can actually visit our website at www.middibuzz.com. She would have all her information, her Facebook, her Twitter, her MySpace. Again, she also has her own website called djladyverse.com. So again, if you want to find out what the buzz is all about, please come and visit www.middibuzz.com. Thank you very much.